All right, Shalom. This is Har One by Yasha Allah of the GMS Lions Den Camp. Want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Harakah Kodash Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. And Shalom, Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, we got a super wolf blood moon, super blood wolf moon going on tonight, January 20th, man. In the midst of a government shutdown, in the midst of wars breaking out around the four corners of the earth, in the midst of the elect being sealed, you know, and the division happening between the righteous and the wicked. Now, and also in the midst of a global plunge that's set to happen real soon, you know, sometime this month going into early February, you know, dealing with economy. So, and it's written in the scriptures that the Lord is going to judge this place, America. Now, America, the blood moon happened, I think, a couple years ago or last year or whenever, and we couldn't see it. Only one could see it is like China or some shit like that. But now this one is going to be over. It's over America right now. You know, America is going to be visible from America. All right. And it's just crazy. All the and from Israel, I think, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? From what I remember. But the funny part is, these fake Jews came out today with a tabloid, and they said they calling all those Khazarian Jews, they're basically Khazars, the fake Jews, the Edomites. They calling all them Edomites, they say Jews, right? Jewish, back to Israel. They said in preparation for the destruction of America. So they know something's happening, but they got it all fucked up. Because the Lord said the elect, the children of Israel, going to be scattered around the four corners of the earth, and that a bastard shall dwell in our land. The Lord doesn't deal with them, man. All right? They're children of perdition, the son of the devil. Now, all right, so with that being said, Revelation 2:9 said they are the fake Jews, man. He know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. You know, you can look in their own encyclopedia and it'll tell you that they're not the Jews. You know, all right, I'm gonna try to get into this tabloid. And it says Blood Moon 2019, end of the world coming as moon turns red. Shocking claim, right? Now, the Lord has these people in derision. They have no clue. They deal with science. They deal with witchcraft. You know, and the Lord told us not to be afraid of the signs of heaven. You know, we're supposed to prepare ourselves and know that the Lord is sending those signs to warn us, to wake us up, and to prepare ourselves, man, that he about to come deliver us. Now, now, mind you, let me get this real quick. All right, this is John 3 and 2. The same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, right? All right, so like I'm gonna get the scripture right here, Matthew 23 and 1. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to the disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat as a delegator, right? And that's what they're doing over there in Jerusalem. All right, they sit as delegates over in our land, man, our motherland. You know, all right, basically being bastards in our land. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe. Now that's talking about people like that are Israelites, which are but they're going off like Pharisees, like IUIC. They say keep the law, but they're not keeping it themselves. So yeah, we believe in keeping the law as well, but we don't follow what they do because they're not keeping it correctly. All right. It says, all therefore that whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and they do not. And that's IUIC all day, man. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, right? They make you march. You know, you got to do certain things to stay in their camp. You know, physical things, you know, to stay in their camps. I saw something the other day. It slipped my mind because that's not the point of this lesson. But yeah, them cats, man, they make you do grievous carnal things to be in their camps, man. All right. This is what? For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, right? And lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers, man. But all their works they do, right? They wouldn't die for you like Yahushua did, man. But all their works they do for it to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and them Edomites and 2/3 of our people that claim to be in the truth or claim to be Israelites. How about that? Or Jews. And love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogues. And we don't have a synagogue today. You know, them Edomites got synagogues. Now, and greetings in the marketplaces, and to be called of men Rabbi. Be not ye called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Yahushua Mashiach, and all ye are brethren, man. And call no man your father upon earth, for one is your Father which is in heaven. So about the heavenly Father. All right, you have spiritual or your authority. You have spiritual authorities that the Most High set in place, which are the apostles and elders. But no man is your master. Our master is Yahushua, who teaches us to be masters of our discipline, which is this truth and his word and spirit. All right, so no man is to be called Rabbi, but you got the Edomites calling by Rabbi. All right, so I'm gonna read this now. The upcoming blood moon is a message to America, and that's what they saying. Yeah, right, them Edomites over there in our land, the Khazars, the fake Jews, you know, and they know that something's happening. So this is what they're saying. All right, even though we've been saying it for a long time, but you know, for them to see it too, that mean they seeing Al-Shadia, they seeing the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and they getting scared. All right, and they still in derision. Because they still think they the damn Jews. When Jew just is an abbreviation for the word Judah. All right, it's a derogatory term that they put on us at one time. All right, calling us just Jew. All right, a short term. It was a short form for Israel. All right, not a derogatory, but short form for Israel, and a short form for Judah. All right, or Israelite. It says, and will signify the end of the world. Now the earth is not going to end. The only thing that's going to end is Esau's world. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. And that's just clear. So Esau's rulership is ending, and that's what this new moon is a sign of. That the Purim, the lot, has been given to the children of Israel, and that or will be given to the children of Israel as it is written. And thus saith Yahweh Shem Shai. And the lot is going to land on Israel and be given to Israel for to be given the kingdom and salvation. And you heathens, you Edomites, you other nations, your lot is going to be cast unto destruction and to remain the congregation of the dead. All right. So there's not going to be an end of the oikumeni or Aratazah, which is the whole earth. It's going to be an end of a certain people, a world, a cosmos of Edomites. All right, in this system. Job 9 and 24, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked ever since Alexander the Great, all the way up until now. All right. And it's about to be removed from their hands. It says, according to a prominent rabbi in Israel, which they're not supposed to call rabbi, on January 21st, the moon will take on a slight red tint in something known as a blood moon. However, several other events also line up on that day, with it also marking the midday point of Donald Trump's presidency. I didn't know that. That's deep. And the beginning of the Jewish holiday, Tu B'Shavat, while a blood moon is a fairly common experience in itself. One rabbi believes this one will signify the end of days. We've been teaching that, man. All right. Yeah, he got it correct on that one, I believe, man, because the times we in. This is the year of Karagma, the year they're going to push that chip. And if that chip, I believe, too, you know, after that chip get pushed, that's it, man. That's it. And the dollar going to plunge real soon. It's going to scare the shit out of everybody. All right. This is from the 1925 Jewish Encyclopedia, Volume 5, page 41. It says Esau, Edom is modern Jewry. The modern Jews that are over there that came out with the Ben Yehudi's Hebrew English dictionary, the modern Hebrew, where they modernizing everything to fit. So you could say a cell phone in Hebrew or a train in Hebrew or just modern verbiage, you know, modern speech or technology and things like that, you know, the modern times. Be able to say that in the Hebrew, you know, but it's that Ben Yehudi is Yiddish, all right, and that's what you damn Khazar are speaking over there, Yiddish, and y'all are the Edomites, the Khazarian kingdom that took our land, all right. Now, and you don't even dwell in the city of David. You know, y'all dealing with the Tower of Antonia, which was built by Herod. All right. You know, when they laid siege on Jerusalem. So you know, so it says Esau, Edom is modern Jewry. They are not of Israel or Judah, and this is in your encyclopedias from 1925. So they are Edomites. All right. It says Esau, Edom is modern Jewry. They are not of Israel or Judah. Here go another one. Strictly speaking, what's this from? The Jewish Almanac, 1980, page 3. It says, strictly speaking, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew, right? Because that only represents Judah. Or to call a contemporary Jew, meaning today, an Israelite or Hebrew. Why? Because they're not the real Jews. All right, they're not the real Israelites. That's why they call themselves by Jewish, meaning pertaining to, you know, like somebody that can girlish, that acting like, but they're not the actual, you know, so they're not Israelites, put it like that. All right. And they're not speaking Hebrew, they're speaking Yiddish, and they deal with the Babylonian Talmud. Has nothing to do with the King James Bible, which King James was so-called black man. They don't deal with the Tanakh, or the Torah or the Apocrypha. They don't deal with any of that. Let me get one more. All right, this is a Encyclopedia Judaica 971, volume 1023. It says Edomite Jews began to call themselves Hebrews and Israelites in 1860. So that's when y'all started calling yourselves Jews and Hebrews around the 1800s. All right, it says Edomite Jews began to call themselves Hebrews and Israelites in 1860. It's in your encyclopedias, man. All right, I'm gonna end it with this. This is Joel chapter 2, and I'm gonna start from 25. All right, because this happened, you know, in 586. After 586, when our temple was torn down, you know, by them Babylonians and the Edomites, and Joel was prophesying about this, man, and the Lord told him that He's gonna restore us. All right, now I'm gonna read it, and that's what these signs represent. All right, the restoration of the children of Israel, and us being able to stand in our lot. All right, and the lot of destruction being handed over to these nations. Now, Joel chapter 2, verse 25. I just recorded this already, but I gotta go back and record it because it didn't record. So I'm about to do it again very fast. 25, it says, "Now will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten." And the Lord gonna restore everything that Esau did to us, man. He gonna make them vomit it up again. Restore everything unto us, man. Double unto them as they have done unto us. And they represent, even though the Lord sent famine to us and locusts and all kinds of things, this also represents these nations being the cankerworm and the locust and so on and so on. You know, as He showed to who was that, man? I think it was Jonah, when He showed him the mystery of the cankerworm, you know, eating at that that leaf that would blocked him from the sun. All right, and telling him that, hey man, the Most High controls everything. He's the one that can remove the oppression from us, as he put it there. He put the protection over Jonah, if I'm not mistaken, that was Jonah. And he also sent the cankerworm, which represent at that time the Assyrians of Nineveh. And he said, hey man, it's been eaten up, and he can remove it and he can replace it. All right. And the same agitation that Jonah felt at that moment, like he wanted to die, is the same agitation the Most High feels with the children of Israel, the 2/3, and these heathens. All right. He's angry with the wicked every day. So the cankerworm will also represent, these nations. Now it says, verse 25, and I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten, and the cankerworm, and the caterpillar, and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. Right. And I'm speaking spiritually, because we know this really happened with plagues, but also with these nations. All right. The nations the Lord sent among us, upon us as well. The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will. And now his lot has been cast, and he's going to give it to the children of Israel. All right. As it is written. Now it says, and ye shall eat in plenty. And we eating in plenty now. This word. And when the destruction comes, the hopeful elect are going to eat in plenty as well. All right. But we eating in plenty with this word. The manna that falls from heaven that he promised us, man, in the wilderness. Yeah. Right? Now it says, and it just so happened that Esau made the whole world a wilderness, all right, so it's just crazy. And the Lord promised us to send manna from heaven, angels' food. And this word is angels' food, man. It's food for the soul, food for the spirit. All right. And we're able to eat. He said, devour the whole roll. Eat. Fill thy belly. All right. Now it says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. Also like it, verse 26. And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied. And we are satisfied. He say what? Those that drink of this water shall neither thirst anymore, but be satisfied. All right, be satisfied with your hopes and your dreams and everything that you're hoping for the kingdom. You're going to be satisfied. For salvation, you're going to be satisfied. We want righteousness upon this earth. You're going to be satisfied someday, because that's what's coming. All right. And praise the name of Yahweh, your power, that have dealt wondrously with you. And that's what he's doing, man, dealing wondrously with us, man. He's going to show wonders in the heavens and in the earth. And my people shall never be ashamed, man. All right. We're not going to be ashamed. These heathen nations, the 2/3 of our people, are going to be ashamed. And you false prophets that say the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, y'all gonna be ashamed. All right, that's how you're gonna know the Lord's people, his children, from the fake ones, the sheep from the goats. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he's in the midst, right? All right, and we're able to call on his name today. And that I am Yahweh, your power, and none else. He is the I and the Tha, the Alpha and Omega. All right, he's proven that. Everything he written from the beginning is happening today. And my people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward, all right, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. You may have a daughter or sons, and they come up to you and say, Abba, or Mommy, Amma, man, I can't wait to the kingdom. I'm gonna be playing with lions. Might fly someday, be able to fix the earth, and be able to see Yahushua. That's true. He's going to protect us, I believe. They're prophesying. They're telling you the truth. Everything's in the scriptures that they're saying, even if you taught them. All right, and they're going to be able to understand it if it's meant to be for them to understand. If not, they can still be saved through you. But and look at you. Look at us. We're prophesying today. All right. Now it says, where was that? Your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And we see visions today. You have brothers doing videos about visions they had or dreams, all right, about the collapse and things like that, or World War III, or the RFID chip, or salvation, or the kingdom. It says, and upon all the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, right? You're going to have a wife or a woman, and she'll come up to you and say, hey, I had a dream last night, and you can interpret it for her, you know, and that's just it, all right? It says, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke, you know, and also that goes into the nuclear missiles at the end of the day, man. All right, you're gonna have all these different signs in the heavens. You're gonna have insurrection upon the earth as you have right now. It's gonna get worse, you know, and ultimately the missile's gonna hit. Now it says the sun shall be turned into darkness, and that happened. It's gonna happen with the missiles as well, what you call nuclear fallout. But where it says the sun shall be turned into darkness, that happened with the solar eclipse. All right, as a sign when it crossed out America, right? And the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh come. All right, so that's an eclipse, man. And what you call solar or a lunar or blood wolf moon. And it's on the Shabbat. All right. So I want to get, it says, so the moon into blood, that's a red moon, blood moon, before the great and terrible day of Yahweh Shai come. And these are the times we're entering into. Because when the Lord shows up, he's not bringing flowers. All right. He says, woe unto them that think he coming to send peace. He came not to send peace, but a sword, man. He said, what will he if it already be kindled? So that lets you know his will is for it to already be kindled before he shows up. He's going to start the fire before he shows up. All right. Start the wars and things like that before he shows up. Or how about the insurrection, civil wars, collapse. They're going to push the RFID chip, things like that before Yahweh Shai shows up. The plagues before he shows up. But when the missiles hit, Yahweh Shai going to be here. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So if the Lord woke you up, as he promised in these days, to call on his name. Not Jesus, not Yeshua, not Yahweh, not Yohe, none of that. The Father's name is Yahweh, and his Son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right? And you can't disrespect his name all the way to the end and then all of a sudden call on his name. He's very intelligent. It shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai shall be delivered. All right? Same deliverance as we came out of Egypt. Be delivered from the second Egypt. For in Mount Zion, the government of Israel, which is the elect, and in Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, the city of peace, and the city is a gathering of people. It's a people before it's a place. There doesn't have to be actual buildings and things like that. The city is the people that come in agreement and become a city. And we are that city wherever we're scattered at. Right? If we believe, being gathered and joined into one mind, one body. Right? One temple, a city. Shall be, then temple, that temple is Yahweh Shai. Shall be deliverance. Right? And that's what Yahweh Shai name means. He deliver. All right. As Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ratazai, you're one of the remnant. And I pray that I'm one of the remnant as well. And whom he called, but he said, many are called, but few shall be chosen in that day. Though there be many camps that standing upon their feet calling themselves Israelites, that does not mean they're moving in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and doing the work in truth and sincerity, man. So it's about to be judgment upon you Edomites and you heathens, judgment upon 2/3, and judgment for life and protection for the hopeful elect, that make it through the coming temptation, man, and coming bad times, Jacob's trouble. So have faith, man. Gird up your loins. Get yourself prepared. Pray. Call on the Father, man. So the cries of his people shall enter into the ears of the Lord of armies, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.